各位记者朋友，大家。
Friends from the media, good afternoon. Welcome to the press conference. I will take your questions. China announced Premier Li Qiang will attend the 23rd meeting of the Council of Heads of Government of Member States of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. What is China's expectation of the SCO meeting? Since the founding of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization 23 years ago, SCO member states have all along upheld the Shanghai spirit, ridden on the trend of the times, enhanced good neighborliness and friendship, deepened cooperation in various fields, and greatly contributed to the security and stability of the Eurasian continent and the development and prosperity of countries in the region. As changes unseen in a century unfold at a faster pace in our world, the international community hopes the organization will shoulder greater responsibility and achieve greater progress in practical cooperation. When attending the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Plus meeting in Astana this July, President Xi Jinping put forward the important initiative of building a common home of solidarity and mutual trust, peace and tranquility, prosperity and development, good neighborliness and friendship, and fairness and justice. President Xi Jinping reached important consensus with leaders of the SCO member states advocating solidarity and cooperation, upholding international fairness and justice, and improving SCO operation mechanisms, and set the course for SCO's development under the new circumstances. After the Astana summit, China took the rotating presidency of SCO and will host the summit next year. At the meeting of the Council of Heads of Government, Premier Li Qiang will have an in-depth exchange of views with the leaders of the participating countries and implementing the consensus reached at the summit and advancing SCO's practical cooperation. China believes that the meeting will produce positive outcomes and give a stronger boost to the security, stability, and development of regional countries. Next, please.
Yonhap News Agency. Today, a former assistant to the ROK president was named as the new ambassador to China. How do you think this will influence the high-level exchanges between the two countries? And when will this ambassador come to China?
Ambassadors are the bridges between countries. The ROK has appointed a new ambassador, and we will in communication with the ROK and promote sound and stable development of bilateral relations. I have no further information on the Chinese ambassador to the ROK, and you may pay attention to our website. Next, please.
AFP. China announced military drills around Taiwan Island. Could you give more details about the target and the specifics of these military drills, and when will these drills end? And also, what does China...
This is not a question related to China or foreign affairs. I would refer you to competent authorities for specifics. I want to say that Taiwan independence is incompatible with the peace in the Taiwan Strait, and the Taiwan independence forces will be rejected. China is committed to maintaining peace and stability in the region, and the regional countries can see that. If you pay attention to stability in the Taiwan Strait, and you will see that. Next, please.
日本广播协会提问：对此次军事演习，美国。
The spokesperson of the U.S. Department of State, when responding to this military drill around Taiwan, they expressed stern concerns. Do you have any comment?
Taiwan is part of China's territory. Taiwan question is purely China's internal affair, which brooks no foreign interference. If the U.S. is truly interested in the peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait, it should uphold the One China principle and the Three China-US joint communiques, deliver on the promises of its leaders and stop arming Taiwan and stop sending any wrong signal to the Taiwan independent separatist forces. Next, please.
谢谢发言人。澎湃新闻记者提问：10月11日至14日，李强总理对老挝、越南进行正式访问。
From October 10th to 14th, Premier Li Qiang paid official visit to Vietnam and Laos. Do you have any comment on this for the specifics and outcomes? These two countries are friendly socialist neighbor for China, and this is the first visit for Premier Li to make. And these visits have produced positive results. And first, we are to underline the strategic significance of our community with a shared future. And Laos said China is their good neighbor, friend, and partner. And Vietnam stressed that China remains the strategic choice and top priority for their government and party in foreign relations. And the two countries said China is the opportunity for their development and is of positive significance for region and world. And we all agree to support each other in supporting each other's modernization drive, and also to implement the important consensus of our leaders. And we will strive to achieve more practical outcomes in the building of our community with a shared future. And second, we reiterate the principled position on major issues. The Laos and Vietnam reiterated their adherence to the One China principle and opposition to the Taiwan independence, separatist activities, and support for the three global initiatives. And the three countries believed we should oppose bloc confrontation and power politics, as well as unilateralism, and agree to strengthen coordination and cooperation, and to champion the orderly and equivalent world multipolarization and the inclusive and open global economic globalization. And third, we agree to deepen comprehensive strategic cooperation. We will continue to form more synergy between the Belt and Road Initiative and the strategy of Laos in turning it into a land-connected country, and to expand our cooperation in trade, investment, mineral, and power. And we will also speed up the development along the railway and to speed up the work concerning juxtaposed border control. And we will also try to form better synergy in our strategy and to promote the work concerning hard connectivity as well as soft connectivity, and we will try to better organize the activities and events in the next year commemorating the 75th anniversary of our diplomatic ties.
原子弹爆炸受害者团体协会获得了今年的诺贝尔的和平奖。反对自由。
日本Hidankyu Group won the Nobel Peace Prize. Do you have any comment on this?
I noted relevant reports. China always believes that comprehensively banning and completely destroying nuclear weapons to create a world free of nuclear weapons is in the interest of all humanity. Next, please.
One more question. The mainstream media outlets in China have hardly made any reports about the Nobel Peace Prize winner. What's the reason?
I'm not aware of what you mentioned. The Chinese media themselves decide what to report. Next, please.
Thank you. I represent Associated Press of Pakistan. Yesterday, China announced Premier Li Qiang.
巴通社提问：昨天中方宣布李强总理将对巴基斯坦进行正式访问，中方如何评价当前的中巴关系？对此次访问有何期待？
中国和巴基斯坦
China and Pakistan are ironclad friends and all-weather strategic cooperative partners. Our relations have stood the test of time and remained rock solid. This June, Pakistani Prime Minister Muhammad Shahbaz Sharif paid an official visit to China. The two sides actively delivered on the important common understandings reached by the leaders of the two countries, and the bilateral relations have maintained sound momentum of development. This is Premier Li Qiang's first visit to Pakistan after he took office, and marks an exchange of visits at the head of government level between the two countries within a year, which is of significance to deepening all-weather strategic cooperative partnership. Through this visit, China looks to working with Pakistan to enhance the traditional friendship, strengthen strategic communication, build China-Pakistan economic corridor in a high-quality way, deepen and expand cooperation across the board, and accelerate the building of a closer China-Pakistan community with a shared future in the new era, and jointly safeguard regional peace, development, and prosperity. Next, please. Any more questions?
发言人好，环球时报记者提问：我们注意到最近一份由中国国家计算机
We noted China's National Computer Virus Emergency Response Center, National Engineering Laboratory for Computer Virus Prevention Technology, and the 360 Digital Security Group jointly released a report. It revealed that the U.S. has been creating hypes about the group named Vote Typhoon and blames others to cover up cyber attacks it has launched. What China's comments? We also noted the report. Relevant institutions have released two reports before, revealing that Vote Typhoon is in fact an international ransomware group, and that in order to receive more congressional budgets and government contracts, the U.S. intelligence community and cybersecurity companies have been collaborating to spread disinformation and framing China. The latest report further exposed some staggering facts. First, the U.S. utilized advanced technical methods to frame other countries for launching cyber attacks. It inserted streams in other languages such as Chinese to mislead traceability, attribution, analysis, and frame other countries. It is noteworthy that Guam, the place that the U.S. claimed to be the victim of a Vote Typhoon cyber attacks, is actually the initiator of a large number of cyber attacks against China and many Southeast Asian countries. Second, the U.S. is using its advantages concerning submarine optical fiber to launch massive systemic cyber surveillance and espionage globally. Ironically, the U.S. rallied some of its allies to issue a joint statement on the occasion of this year's United Nations General Assembly, claiming to safeguard the security and resilience of undersea cables. Third, the U.S. has never stopped wiretapping its allies, including Germany. In 2022, the U.S. and Europe have established a new U.S.-EU transatlantic data privacy framework. And the United States promised to give more supervision of cyber surveillance operation in Europe for tricking Europe into agreeing to transmit data to the United States. The U.S. used the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act to compel major U.S. internet companies to provide access to user data from their servers and launched the indiscriminate surveillance program and data theft against the internet users from Germany and other places in the world. Fourth, some U.S. tech firms have gradually become accomplices of the U.S. government. The U.S. on the one hand smears that other countries have made prepositions to launch cyber attacks, yet on the other, prepositions access points into internet products with the help of large internet companies or equipment supplies to attack supply chain worldwide. Some tech firms, in order to get more interests, actively involved in spreading the false narrative about so-called Chinese hacking operations. The facts revealed in the report once again show who is the biggest threat to global cybersecurity. So far, the U.S. government not only turned a blind eye to the report, but also continued to spread disinformation, including Vote Typhoon. China condemns such irresponsible moves by the U.S. and urges the U.S. to immediately stop its cyber attacks globally and stop smearing China by using cybersecurity issues. Next, please. Any more questions? This is the end of today's press conference. Thank you.